Welcome to the 445 Productive Through Joy show with your host and your boy, Dr. Michael Datcher. The show airs each weekday morning, hella early AF at 4:45 a.m. here on YouTube's Michael Datcher channel, then at 4:45 p.m. on Facebook Live. Today we're talking about the topic action and productivity. What is the connection between action and productivity? With a little background sounds from Bob Marley, certainly a man of action and thought. So, again, if you are new, allow me to say a few words about myself. This is your host and your boy, Dr. Michael Datcher. I'm the author of the New York Times bestseller, Raising Fences, which was a Today Show Book of the Month pick. That book's film rights were optioned by the actor Will Smith, whose people called My People, and I eventually agreed to write the screenplay for that particular project. I'm also the author of the historical novel Americas, which is set 13 miles from Ferguson, where, of course, Michael Brown was murdered in the conflagration that ensued happened as well. As an aside, you may hear some ambient noise in the background. That's my daughter who woke up with Daddy hella early, as we'll talk about in a second, and now is in Daddy's office, just making noise. Daddy's doing this TV show, but it's all good. When you are a dad, that's what happens. Is your child video bombs from the sidelines your TV show, and it's a beautiful thing. You want your daughter to photobomb your TV show at age 6. Video bomb. Yes, I'm also the board president of a great 501c3 nonprofit called the World Stage in Crenshaw's Leimert Park Village neighborhood. It's a jazz and literature venue. My education background is UC Berkeley as an undergraduate. Go Bears. My master's is from UCLA, and my PhD in English literature is from the University of California at Riverside. I'm currently a professor of English Lit at Loyola Marymount University here in Los Angeles. I am an expert at being productive, all right? I don't say that to brag or boast, but people are oftentimes surprised at my level of productivity given how crazy my own personal narrative is. I am the product of a young girl who was raped at 16, gave birth to me at 17, and subsequently gave me up for adoption to an amazing single divorcee. Yet at the time, no biological father, no adopted father. Listen, difficult times for the young MD. Yet, as Cool Modi famously said, how you like me now? And if I can be this productive through joy, so can many of us who are watching this show as we speak. In many ways, that inspires our show, it inspires this business. We know what it's like to come through hardship. And we also know when people like us can make it, can move through difficulty to heightened levels of animacy, heightened levels of productivity. It's inspiring, it's encouraging, because many people would like to not be stuck. As we know, if you live in the real world, you know a lot of people who are stuck, and maybe that's you. I am here to tell you straight out, you don't have to be stuck no more. Y'all got me preaching early in the morning, like the Gap Band used to say back in the day. And so let's dive into the topic. Now, in the morning show, we like to also tap into the idea of being of framing your day before your day has a chance to frame you. At times when we wake up, trouble is waking up with us. Trouble has a way of following us throughout our day, and as a result, it brings with it its concomitant stress. You know, when your mind is troubled, you also acquire some stress, and that stress can really debilitate the body. As we know, just from modern science, that stress breaks down the body. It's tied to things like hypertension and all manner of heart disease. So we help people deal with that by using broadly the idea of a ritual. Ritual can be defined as essentially doing the same thing at around the same time, right? So it's best seen through example. Let me just give you my brief morning ritual. In the mornings, I wake up at 3:30, including this morning, hella early, soon followed by my daughter, who got up too, not good, came to Daddy's office eventually, and got up with Dad. Then I read a couple spiritual business books until about 4:30 or so. And then at 4:45, I do our morning show here on YouTube's Michael Datcher channel. At 5, I work on my current book for a while longer until basically sunrise. At sunrise, I walk out to the beach. I live here along the coast in Venice Beach, California, so I bring my drum, and I go meditate, go pray, do yoga, and I walk back here to the crib and work on my current book for a while longer. I'm writing a new book called Cult, C-U-L-T, but that's just about 100 pages in. But I'm speaking in tongues right now. but you will be hearing about that book soon to come. So I'm working on that book right now as we speak. Um, until sunrise. No, until about no, that's after sunrise. Oh, and then I eventually go back to the beach to run up the coast, past Santa Monica's Pier, to run all the way back here to Venice's gym. Goes to gym to get my workout in, get my buff on. So guys, by like 10:30, I'm feeling cool. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling powerful. Um, my body is being flooded with endorphins, and that endorphin release gives me a sense of euphoria that I can then leverage to move myself towards my goals and objectives. Now, we're not saying do what I do. We're saying do what you do. We help individuals just do that very thing to elevate themselves to the point where they can actually begin to act upon some of these dreams that they may have. All right. So I'm reading two great. Allow me also to say thanks for being here. Hit the subscribe button, become a subscriber, get all these videos for free. I did say free. 1, 2, 3, 4, free. And holla at me. We speak to groups, schools, and organizations about being productive through joy. Really a powerful, powerful program. We offer workshops and private one-on-one consulting and coaching. It's just, and we have an interesting narrative-based approach, which helps to enhance self-awareness, leadership skills, social consciousness, especially for the college aspect of our program. Is really interesting, we think, and effective. So, but look for that. Go to productivethroughjoy.com. Yes, I forgot where I was at, but I'm going to dive back into it. Oh, we're talking about what I've been reading in the morning. So as part of my morning reading, so I'm reading two great books now. One is called the Nag Hammadi Library or Reader. There's a couple of versions of it. That book is a compendium of ancient 1st, 2nd, and 3rd century literature in the Gnostic tradition. Really powerful stuff, guys. I'm also reading a book called The 1 Minute Millionaire, which is kind of a book about spirituality and entrepreneurial strategy, which is a really also super unique book. And from those two books, I extract some wisdom, which I call the morning chant. Today's morning chant is, as a meditating natural mystic, and, oh, that's the wrong one. Sorry. Today's morning chant is, as a meditating natural mystic, I am a man of action because action leads to justice and abundance. As a meditating natural mystic, I am a man of action because action leads to justice and abundance. So I contemplate that throughout my day, and I place it on my phone as I'm crossing the street. I look at it, but also create the morning and afternoon show. So we're talking today about action and productivity. Let's dive in. So point one is that you want to have an action plan, right? You don't want to just take action nilly-willy. You want to actually have an action plan. And so you want to be able to do your due diligence about what you value, what you want, what you are ascribing to, and also subscribing to, and what you want to do with your life. That's point one. You got to get a plan. Point two, that's my daughter, Harlem. That's my daughter making a lot of noise on the strap. Okay, it's Daddy's fault?
No, it's no one's fault.
Oh, it's no one's fault. Okay. Side note, guys, it's no one's fault. All right, so point two is once you begin to develop your action plan, you want to go right into point three. I mean, what am I talking about? Point three. You want to take action. You want action to be a lifestyle. I can't stress this enough. You have to be a person of action. It's got to be your lifestyle, you know. And the thing about action is that the prospect of taking action can give you major stress because that's a commitment. And you have to be able to move beyond that, which goes right into point three. As you begin to move beyond that, it's really just fear, beyond the fear, which is why fear management is so important. We find that the key is because everyone feels fear. That one of the keys to success we find is fear management. And once you can begin to operate in that realm and get beyond that fear and take the actual action that's going to actually help you, that's when you start to really elevate in an amazing way. All right, boom goes the dynamite. That's it for today's show. We air each weekday morning, hella early AF at 4:45 a.m. here on YouTube's Michael Datcher channel, and then 4:45 p.m. on YouTube's Michael Datcher channel. No, on YouTube's live streaming, YouTube Live. All right, that was crazy. That was an earthquake. The point was so strong that it made an earthquake on the phone, which just dropped. It's like a mic drop with an iPhone. It's like an iPhone drop. I've created just now a whole new phenomenon. It goes beyond the mic drop. It's the iPhone drop. Again, thanks for being here. You can catch us at 4:45 each weekday morning, hella early at here on YouTube's Michael Datcher channel at 4:45 p.m. You guys witnessed the first ever in the history of the 4:45 Productive Through Joy show. The first show that was so powerful. There was an iPhone drop in the sneeze. Confirmed. This has been a crazy day. Thanks for being here. We'll see you at 4:45 p.m. guys this afternoon. Until then, let's talk about it and be about it. Deuces.